everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Wavy. This is Just Wavy Media. If you're a returning subscriber, a frequent surfer, thank you for joining me again today. I filmed about 10 intros at this stage, so it's kind of a bit crazy. We're here on Main Street, USA in Disneyland Paris today, and this video is going to be a look at Main Street, USA and the different things that you can see here. So first, I'm in the main square. Just as you come in, you've got Disneyland Railroad behind me, or Euro Disney Railroad as it has been called here. We've got some of the 30th decorations you can see around on the lamp posts, but I want to show you City Hall just over here. I don't know how far I should go, probably not very far because it's massive. Look at this City Hall in comparison to Disneyland's. That's huge. It looks really cool. And then on the other side, instead of having like Disneyana or however you call it, it's got the Main Street Transportation Company, which is a very impressive building as well. And then one more thing while we're here in the center, this is the gazebo. The gazebo in Disneyland did exist at one point, but the castle in Disneyland is very small, and the gazebo was blocking it out. So Walt moved it. It's still somewhere in California, but it is no longer in Disneyland. But in Marceline, which is where Walt was born and where Main Street USA is based on, there is a gazebo in the town square. So this is a little bit more like Marceline than Disneyland in California because the gazebo is still here. But there's also a castle, so that's not quite like Marceline. Main Street USA in Disneyland Paris has all of these places you can hear certain sounds, although I don't think this one is playing right now. But there's different places you can go. Like one is here, this dental school, that you're supposed to be able to hear dentists practicing their trade up here in the window here. I don't hear it right now. Maybe just because there was a show just there a minute ago that they might be off. But we'll see if we can catch them later, and I'll put in that clip if I do manage it. But while we're standing here, another thing you might like to know about Disneyland Paris is there's this area here called the Discovery Arcade, because Discoveryland is on this side, and on the other side it's called Liberty Arcade. But these are an indoor passage that brings you the whole way through Main Street USA, and on the Liberty Arcade side it actually goes through Frontierland and into Adventureland. So if it's raining here in Paris, because the weather is quite different here than it is in California, you can actually get from the entrance pretty much the whole way to Adventureland without getting too wet. There's a couple of spaces that are open, but mostly it's covered the whole way to Adventureland. And you'll see in my video the differences between Disneyland and Disneyland Paris, that Adventureland and Frontierland are swapped here, so they're the other way around. Whereas you would get to Adventureland first in Disneyland in California, you will get to Frontierland first here in Disneyland Paris, and then Adventureland comes after that before you get to the castle on the left. So here on Main Street, as with every Main Street, there is an Emporium. I'm just outside it. I want to show you this sign. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see it properly. So you can see it says Emporium, and it says since 1892. So obviously Main Street USA is meant to be like the 1800s. It's not meant to be the 1900s. But this Main Street USA actually opened in 1992. They just took off 100 years. So we've got 1892 here on the Emporium. And if you watch my Things You Might Not Know About Disneyland Paris video, you will see some Emporiums from somewhere else in the world as well. I'll link that above. So here on Main Street USA, we've just finished a 30th anniversary show slash parade, which goes on 4 times a day, which is kind of amazing. Disney entertainment makes me like that little bit emotional. I don't know if it does for you too. But anyway, here we are on Main Street USA. This restaurant behind is called Walts. It has Walt's favorite stuff as part of the menu. It's currently closed, but it's opening later again for the 30th. There's a lot of people on Main Street USA right now, coming back from that parade. They walked down with it, now they're walking back with it. So let's go over this side. Okay, so we've got Walt's here on Main Street USA. This restaurant is actually upstairs on the 2nd floor of Main Street USA, and it's got the theming of each different room in the restaurant is like a different part of Walt's life, a different part of the park. So it's really cool. I'm just gonna like show you inside one of the windows here on the ground floor if I can, because one of the things that Disneyland Paris does that I love, you'll see just in here, and then I'll show you as well next door. So like I said, Walt's is closed at the minute, but this is how you would enter through here. If you can kind of see my hand in the reflection. But inside, they have all of these photos of Walt's life and a bust there of Walt Disney himself as you go up the stairs to the restaurant, which I just think those little details that Disneyland Paris does is amazing. And you'll see that next door. So I hope you can see this sign next door to Walts Restaurant, and kind of under it as well, is Lily's boutique. Lily, of course, being Walt's wife, Lily in Disney. And we're going to go in there because I'm going to just show you, again, those details that I was talking about with Walt's that you can see here. So like just as you come in the door, there's a lot of people listening to something here in French, so I don't know what's going on. But there's like this fireplace right here, and on this fireplace you can see all the pictures of Walt and Lillian together, which is really cool. It's just those little details that they have. Pictures of Lily and Disney inside with Walt, inside in Lily's boutique. So cool. So there's lots of us, and we're standing and we're waiting for the parade to start. And we're on Main Street USA, as you know, so I decided I'll add these things to my Main Street USA video, because I've been looking across the road here at Walt's and Lily's, so the restaurant, and Lily's boutique, and also Disney & Co. And I'm just going to turn the camera around and you see Lily's boutique. This is 1901. So it's 1901, I'm pretty sure is when Walt was born. And if you look on top of Disney & Co. up here, you've got the ROD building, the Royal Disney building, and it's June 24th, 1893. June 24th, 1893 is when Walt's brother Roy was born. So he's represented here too. As you come to the end of Main Street USA, just before the hub, castle is back there somewhere. Here's another one of those areas with those sounds. This is Victoria's restaurant at the very end of Main Street USA, and just above me I could hear some of the guests staying here. So let's just see if I can pick any of that up. And then just here at Victoria's as well, where I don't know if you heard any of it, but you could hear the person like in the guest house. Here's the other end of the Discovery Arcade where it comes out on your way to Discoveryland over there. And so this is the inside of the Discovery Arcade on the Discoveryland side. So Main Street USA is like out that way. I have ducked in here to avoid the parade route. Because the parade is just finished, so everybody's going the other way. Here's some of the 30th merch that you can get. And so this is really handy to skip past things. One of the things I wanted to do here on Main Street USA is just walk you down it so that you can get a feeling of what it's like to be on Main Street here in Disneyland. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll walk down Main Street USA together. So we're here at the start. This is where they have the 30th merch, and here's the Emporium, and we're just going to walk down towards the castle together. Oh, I see. I don't know how far we'll be able to get because the dance party is currently happening, and that comes up Main Street. So we'll see how far they let us go, but we'll go as far as we're allowed. We're in the middle now. This is the shop for your gym shores, my gym shore loving friends. And nice baked treats. And then here is Ben & Jerry's ice cream. We've got Casey's here too. Okay, when we move off the center, we'll just go this way. So we're going towards Plaza, and there's a restaurant here as well called Victoria's. Here's where you do pin buying, and we'll actually walk back down Main Street through one of the arcades. I'll talk to you again when we're closer to it. Okay, so here is the Discovery Arcade. We're going to walk back down Main Street along this arcade so that you can see how this works. This is one of the cleverest things I think Disneyland Paris has done. So you're coming at the back of the shops. Here's the back of the bake shop. And Disneyana, which is your Jim Shore and Arribas Brothers location. And then here's Market House Deli, which I don't think is a Starbucks here. They do have some nice treats in the ice cream company, but I don't think that's open at the minute. There's a place here called the Coffee Ground, but it's also not open. This leads you back out onto Main Street here, so there's one of these at both sides. And then the whole, like, if you look at all of the stuff around the side, it's all themed towards like discovery and inventions and things like that. And so now we're back out towards the train station at the start of Main Street again. And there you go. There's a walk up and down Main Street for you guys. Another feature here on Main Street USA, you guys will remember from Disneyland and Disney World that they like to do a little bit of a historical kind of educational segment in each Disney park. But here it's not the Hall of Presidents and it's not Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, it's a French connection. And I mentioned this also in my differences between Disneyland and Disneyland Paris video, but there is a Statue of Liberty exhibition or show here in Liberty Arcade. So we're going to go in and take a look at it now. So Liberty Arcade is one of the two long corridors that lead between Main Street USA and the hub. So it goes like beside along Main Street USA. So you can get in here out of the rain or away from the people if you would like to. And we've got a show here about the Statue of Liberty just past the Arribas Brothers display here. Here's a fun fact for you. Disney met the Arribas Brothers in the World Fair that he did, where he launched Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln and also A Small World, and that one with the Ford cars. I don't remember the name of it, and doesn't exist anymore. And he liked them so much that he invited them to be part of the Disney parks. And they've been one of the longest serving vendors in Disney history. So here we go. Here's the entrance to Liberty. I don't know what way you're supposed to go in, so we're just gonna walk in and see what happens. It's quite dark. Can you even see any of that? Okay, so comparatively underwhelming to the Hall of Presidents or Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, but it's like you're on like a boat coming into New York and you see the Statue of Liberty in front of you. It's very dark in here. I don't know if there's a way way to turn on the lights. But there must be, but I can't figure it out. And what else is Main Street famous for? Parades. So that is all I have for you today, guys. If you like this video, please give it a like. Click that subscribe button to keep the tide coming in. Hit the notification bell so that you know the next time I post a video. I will link the Disneyland Paris playlist above. You're probably going to see this multiple times because I'm just filming one outro for a number of videos. So you'll see this beignet loads of times. Yeah, thank you for surfing on a channel that's just wavy enough for surfing, and I hope you have as magical a day as I'm having today. Take care, guys.